Coaches, Rick Stewart of All Access Coaching. I'm really excited to bring you this free video, and make sure you hit the subscribe and like button down below. And if you hit the like and subscribe button, you'll get notified when we upload new content. We're uploading 3 or 4 videos every week.
So I'll go through some detail on this clip here. All right, so our tight end, he's going to roll his outside knee and step flat. And all rolling your knee is pushing off of that leg. That's why we have these narrow stances, so we can push our steps. His first step has to be flat. Same thing with this tackle. What kills belly faster than anything is penetration. We can handle rollouts and other things, but we cannot handle penetration up the field. So when we step flat and get our head across, we eliminate that penetration. They can adjust on their second step if a D lineman's staying on the line of scrimmage and not getting up the field. And they learn as the game goes on kind of what they're seeing. With this tight end, if he has a 5, he's going to block down on him. If he has a 7, he's thinking he's going to get under him. Okay, we used to try to block 7s with our tight end, and that is not a battle that we win often. Because most of the time people would get in a 3 and a 7 to try to stop belly. And that was a hard block for our tight ends. So now we will just go under and we'll kick or log the 7. If a 5 steps out and becomes a 7, this tight end should go under him. If a 7 steps down and becomes a 5, he's going to down block him. So it's where he ends up. This guard, a check mark step that we use that most people don't do that I love. Our guard is going to step back with his right foot in this case, and then he's going to stay square to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to redirect that step down into the line of scrimmage off of the edge of the tight end in this case, because we're in tight end. It pushes him down into the line of scrimmage. We never want to step towards the sideline, because what ends up happening then is you're going to end up logging stuff way out here, and this B-back can't make that turn. It pushes it into the perimeter defenders. Okay, so our rule for our guard is we want to kick anything until it crosses your face. Okay, the center is going to scoop, but he's going to get a little bit more of A than normal just to prevent run-throughs and prevent this 3 from pinching down in. Okay, and then we're going to scoop the backside with the guard and tackle. The quarterback's going to push off his left foot. He's going to pivot on his right. Okay, when he spins, we're going to try to get a little bit past 12 o'clock there. If you want to use a clock example, you'll see some of these guys, they'll step at 12 and they'll still get there. If they get a little bit past 12, then it helps them out carrying out their fake out here. Notice we don't have a backside A in, it's just because it's toss motion. So this is a point in practice where we can rest them. But there would normally be toss motion here. Fullback is going to take a lateral 6-inch step. It ends up being more than 6 inches quite a bit. His second step, he's going to aim at the inside leg of the tackle, but he's going to find that guard. So he knows if he's kicking or logging, he's going to find the inside hip of the guard here. This is one of the few plays that it is the quarterback's job to put the ball in the belly of the fullback. You know, normally when we're running inside veer and stuff, it's the B-back's job to marry up. This is the quarterback's job to stick it in the right place. So here we've got 3-5-9. Okay, we're going to block down. You see the tackle and the tight end, they're stepping pretty flat. Tight end needs to gain a little more ground. Okay, but we're getting down blocks. If you watch the guard step back, and now he can redirect and see how downhill into the line of scrimmage he is. So even though this is me playing defense, I've closed this gap, he can still get under me. Okay, the slot here, the A, he is going to try to steal C gap. And if I don't close it, he will get through there to this play side backer. If I do close this gap, he will bounce around and seal. Because if I close this gap, we're going to end up logging here, and we're going to seal, and the B-back will run right outside all of this. Okay, quarterback's footwork, pressing off. He's right at 12 o'clock. He's getting the ball in there, but you can see it's hard on him because he hasn't twirled around quite far enough. B-back, that's a big 6-inch step there. Okay. The second step goes towards the tackle, inside hip of the tackle aiming point, and then he's finding that guard. So this is going to be tight end clips first. This is a 3.59. It's a really wide 9. Kind of rainy. You see the tight end and the tackle step flat. Slot stepping with his outside foot, stepping vertical. Okay. Actually, his backer disappears way in there. Our center gets on him. He ends up trying to block a safety here. Okay. Watch the guard, check marks. He gets downhill, and look where the 9's going. Okay. He's chasing. We're not going to chase a chaser. So he's just going to turn it up, and now it's like a lead blocker. Really big, mean lead blocker. All right. So that's a really good situation for us. We're scooping the backside. Show it from the end zone. So 57 here be on the backside. It's not fun playing a shade against us. I can't really see the B-back footwork, but he's stepping laterally. He's finding that guard, getting downhill. This is the last thing I'll go over. This is something that we do every once in a while. We don't do it a lot, but it's a fun little wrinkle where we will just straight zone block the front. So what this does is it gives the fullback the ability. He can run it anywhere from outside the tight end to cutting it back behind the guard. He has all gaps available to him. We do this sometimes if we're getting some popping backers or, or if we just want to man up with people. So, we're just going to straight zone this all the way across the board and just let him pick a lane. So, like I said, we don't do this a lot, but this is a fun little wrinkle that we can do with it. Helps us come off the ball. You'll see, I think this first one hits back behind the backside guard. And it's just a come off the football punishing play for us. And when people have been reading over and over again, this is kind of fun to do every once in a while. Primarily, we do it to 4-2s. You can do it to 4-3s too. It's be the same thing to the split inside. Instead of the tight end, we're just going to straight zone it. You watch the left guard. When that backer straights out, he'll turn and go to the backside. Just reading it up. Tackle's just zoning off, getting to come off the football. Center's zoning the shade. We're scooping the backside. Good look at the guard. And he feels that backer scrape out. He'll go to the backside and seal the backside. And the front side backer comes back in and gets in on the play, but it's an arm tackle. We get 3 or 4 more off of it. Okay. Here we're zoning the 2-eye or the shade. I can't tell what he's in. Slants out into the guard. So they're running a little exchange with the backer and the shade there. See the guard figures out what's going on pretty quick. He just stays on that 2-eye. We open up a little seam. So I wouldn't spend a lot of time zoning anything. We certainly didn't get into the flex bone to be a zone team. If we wanted to zone a bunch of stuff, we wouldn't be in the flex bone. Or if we could zone everything, we'd just line up in the eye and zone it. But every once in a while, when somebody doesn't know it's coming, it's not a bad thing.
Coaches, I really hope you got some great information from that YouTube video. Again, hit the subscribe and like button down below. It gives us valuable data. And you also get notified when I upload new content to this channel. Thanks for watching, coaches.